Watch carefully. In the midst of this confusion, something is going to happen. Now, the whole world, everybody is confused. Ghanaians, the news everywhere. Everywhere. You saw the Muslim man's Allah Akuba in the plane. Pilots are gone, everybody is gone. In the midst of this confusion, the Antichrist is going to appear. And this is how he's going to be able to deceive the people. He will suddenly come and become like a savior of this confusion and calm everybody down. You know, Israel is always fighting the Arabs in the Middle East, and that has been a global problem nobody has been able to solve. Now suddenly this man will be able to bring Israel and the hostile Arab nations together, and they will sign a peace accord, what we call the peace accord, for 7 solid years, that they will not fight and they are going to live together. Now when the world sees that he has succeeded in bringing Israel and the Arab nations together, everybody will hail him as the new world leader who is going to bring peace to this world. Daniel chapter 9 verse 27. Let's read it from the NIV version. Daniel 9:27. He will confirm a covenant with many for 1 week. For one, that's 7. The 7 means 7 years. But in the King James, he uses the word 1 week. You know, 7 days make 1 week. A day is 1,000 before God. So he will make a covenant with many for 1, 7. In the middle of the 7, he will put an end to sacrifice and offering. And at the temple, he will set up an abomination that causes desolation until the end that is decreed is poured out on him. Now, what is he saying? Now, this man has suddenly come. Okay, maybe it's the new United Nations, whatever. There is peace in the Middle East. Everybody is happy. And he tells Israel, I'm going to guarantee you peace for 7 years. Now, after 3.5 years, everything is going to go fine. After 3.5 years, he will break the agreement and start attacking Israel. And then he will go to the temple of Israel and build an idol. But you know the Jews, they don't serve any other God. And then they will make sacrifices to this idol. And in Jerusalem, they don't eat pork. This man will be so sacrilegious that they are even going to sacrifice the blood of pork, pigs, which to the Jew is the greatest abomination. And at that time, Israel is going to rise up. For the man has broken the peace deal. And they will suddenly realize that no, this is not the savior we are looking for. Because he came as a savior. They have stopped, the Arabs have stopped fighting them. But suddenly this man has turned around. And so when Israel rises up because of the abomination, the Antichrist and the armies of the world will now turn against Israel and the believers who are left behind. And they are going to call them religious fundamentalists. Now listen carefully. Now, who is a fundamentalist? You got to understand. We have 2 groups of religious people. We have religious fanatics. The fanatic is somebody that goes beyond his religious beliefs, killing and doing other things like Boko Haram, Al-Shabaab, and all Al-Qaeda. Now, they say they believe in Islam, but they go beyond to kill and maim people. These are the fanatics. They go beyond what they believe and they do other wild things. And then we have the religious fundamentalists. The fundamentalists are those who are strictly addicted to what they believe. They don't shift. They don't shake. So for instance, if the person believes in Judaism, he doesn't move, you will kill him. So now the religious fundamentalists will become the Jews, because the Jews, believe in one God. They believe in Judaism. They don't believe in any other thing. But at this time, the Antichrist will also propose the one world system, which has already started in many colors. And what is the one world system? That all religions are serving one God. So Muslims are serving the same God, Buddhists are serving the same God, Christians are serving the same God. But the Christians will say, no, our God is not the same. Recently, you have seen certain meetings going on in Italy and other, where they bring all the religions of the world together, and they have started working. And there is somebody that is very well known, who the prophets have said is going to be the false prophet, because the false prophet is going to stand between the Antichrist and the people. But I don't want to mention the person's name, because if I mention his name, his church people are going to be very wild.